Good morning, student friends. On behalf of SKN Sinhagad College of Engineering, Korti Pandharpur, I welcome you all in Department of Mechanical Engineering. I am Professor Atul Kulkarni. From second year mechanical, I am going to teach you subject that is manufacturing processes. In that, first of all, we will see examination scheme. After studying of this total syllabus or the total subject, you are going to appear for the university examination of 70 marks, that is ESE. For the same subject you have ISE, that is in semester evaluation, which will be of 30 marks, and internal continuous assessment, that is also called as a term work part. For that purpose 25 marks are reserved. Now we will see objective and outcome of manufacturing processes. In that, first of all, we will see the introduction. This particular course will cover all primary manufacturing processes like casting, forging, rolling, extrusion, drawing, along with fabrication. One by one you will get the idea about what is the meaning of this casting, forging, rolling, extrusion, drawing and fabrication. These processes are basic manufacturing processes, and for that purpose you need to study this mechanical program. The basics of these processes along with their application, equipment, machinery required will be covered in the next lectures. Understood? And all these manufacturing processes are also called as a primary, because primary shape is given to the product. That's why these are called as a primary manufacturing processes. Again, you are going to study some of the processes which are related with the plastic products. Now next part is the course objective. Which objectives we are achieving by studying of this course, that are also need to be studied. Here you are going to be introduced to the casting technique and its significance. In the manufacturing, again you will be introduced to the various plastic deformation processes and their application. Plastic deformation means we are deforming the metal. Deforming means change in shape. These processes are forging, rolling, extrusion, drawing. These are the forming processes. In the second section you are going to acquainted with these processes. Again you will be introduced with the fabrication techniques. These are nothing but unit 6, that is introduction to joining process. Their significance in the industry, again their job opportunities will be discussed in the brief during the last lecture or during the last unit. Here you will be introduced with the plastic manufacturing processes, that is unconventional forming processes. Next part is that recent trends in the manufacturing, that are also be acquainted with you. That is again one kind of a course objective. Now what will be the outcome? You must know at the end of this course or at the end of studying of all the chapter, you must know that for which type of product which manufacturing process is suitable. You must understand the process of performance of each process. Again you can prepare the manufacturing plan for the given component. Means randomly any kind of component will be given to you, so that you can prepare its manufacturing sequence or you can prepare its plan. That is, these are nothing but the course outcomes. Now one by one we will see the syllabus for this manufacturing process. Unit 1 is a casting process. Casting is also called as a molding process. In that you are going to study definition of casting, basic steps in casting process, advantages and limitation, application of casting process. Again for a casting process you need to have the pattern. In that you are going to study definition of pattern, introduction to pattern, which are the different types of pattern, how many materials we can use to prepare the pattern, which are the different allowances we can give to the pattern surface. Again what is meant by core, how the core can be made, which are the different types of core boxes, types of core boxes, types of cores. All those things we will cover in the unit, that is cores. Now next part is the molding material. Means which are the different molding material. We are using sand as a molding material, but which are other molding material, their properties. Again what is meant by gating system, types of riser, function of riser, location of riser, how we can improve the efficiency of riser, and depend on this riser design we will see the simple numerical treatment. This is the syllabus for casting process, that is unit 1. We are now studying the section 1, that unit 1 syllabus discussion we have completed, that is casting process. Next part is the molding process. In that, what is mean by molding, how the molding will be carried out, what is mean by green sand molding. Again in that there are two types, hand molding and machine molding, how one can perform this hand molding. Again, which are the different machines we can use to go for the machine molding. Again, shell molding, investment casting, centrifugal casting, gravity and pressure die casting processes. All these are the molding processes which are rarely used in the casting industry or foundry industry, that are also going to study in the unit 2nd, that is molding process. Next part from the molding process is that furnaces. Which are the different furnaces we are using according to the type of metal in the foundry industry, that we are going to study. First one is the cupola furnace, second is arc furnace. Arc furnace, again there are two types of arc furnace, direct arc, indirect arc furnace. Induction furnaces are also there. Induction, again there are two types of induction furnace, coreless induction furnace, core type induction furnace, that are also we are going to study in detail. Next part is the crucible. What is mean by crucible, which type of material we are using to make this crucible, what is the function of crucible, that we are going to study in the crucible. And next part is oil and gas fired furnaces. Means in foundry industry we are using some furnaces which are fired on oil, gas, coal, again electricity, all those fuel elements we are using in the foundry industry to get a molten metal. Now unit 3rd is based on, the name of unit 3rd is fettling, cleaning and inspection of casting. Now what is mean by fettling, what is the need of fettling, stages in fettling, equipments used in fettling, again why the cleaning of the casting is required, which are the different defects that are occurring in the casting products, that we are going to study in unit 3. Again, how one can inspect the casting. If I am manufacturing any kind of product, inspection is very important. Inspection means I have to check its quality. Quality in the sense dimensional check and its appearance. Both these quality norms we have to follow. That things will be covered in inspection procedure. Next part will be computer application in foundry processes. How I can use computer in the foundry industry so that I can minimize the errors occurring during the human enter products. Or also we are going to study the mechanization in the foundry. Mechanization means use of machinery to perform the work which is previously done by a human being. That is nothing but mechanization. Now next part will be section 2nd. In the second section we will see unit 5, that is conventional forming processes. Forming means giving desired shape to the component, that is forming. Which are the different forming processes, its introduction, classification of forming process based on the temperature, that is cold forming, hot forming, warm forming. What is meant by forging, types of forging, that is open die forging, closed die forging, offset forging. All these are the forging processes. Impression die forging. Again we are going to solve some numericals on the offset forging. That is, now in this unit 5 the university has combined the few forming process, that is forging, extrusion, rolling, wire rod and tube drawing. All these forming processes are combined in a unit 5. Second part of the unit 5, that is extrusion process. What is meant by extrusion? That is one of the Greek word. What is meaning of extrusion? Which are the different 4 types of extrusion process, that direct extrusion, indirect extrusion, impact extrusion, hydrostatic extrusion. That are also we are going to study in a detail through the with the help of diagrams. Again, what is meant by drawing process? Again, which are the different application of the drawing process? What is meant by wire drawing, tube drawing, rod drawing, different wire drawing methods. Again, different wire drawing benches we are going to study in the wire drawing process. Next part will be the rolling. How we are performing this rolling operation on the component. That is again according to temperature it is classified as a hot rolling, cold rolling. Again we are going to study the classification of rolling mill, that is 2 high rolling mill, 3 high rolling mill, 4 high rolling mill, tandem rolling mill, cluster rolling mills. All these are the rolling mills that we are going to study with the help of a sketch, and at the end we are going to study simple numericals based on the rolling operation. This is nothing but unit 5. Now unit 6 is advanced forming process. In this we are going to see the forming processes which are not commonly used. Whatever in the unit 5 we have seen that forming processes are common, means in day-to-day life we are using that processes. But advanced forming process means we are using some form of energy to carry out deformation of the metal. These are high energy rate forming processes. We are using some kind of explosive म्हणजे स्फोटक. By using an explosive we are getting energy, and that energy we have to utilize to carry out deformation of the metal. Again we can use a combination of energies, that is electric energy plus hydraulic energy. Again we can use magnetic pulse so that you can carry out deformation of the metal. Deformation means to the sheet metal I am giving a desired shape, that is nothing but deformation. Here we are using a single form or a combination of energies to carry out deformation of the metal to give it a desired shape. These are called as advanced forming processes, and these particular processes are applicable to the comparatively brittle materials. Brittle material means that material does not go any kind of deformation when I am applying a force. In the first year BME you have seen the mechanical properties of the metals, that is ductility, brittleness, fatigue, stress, strain. In that brittleness means material is like a glass. Kaach is a brittle in nature because when we are applying a force on that glass it is not going to deform, it is directly broken down. For that kind of materials we can use these advanced forming processes. Now we will see the syllabus of last unit, that is introduction to joining process. Joining means I have to join the two parts, that may be sheet metal or that may be plates, slabs, anything. Now in that particular unit we are going to study the various welding processes. What is meant by arc welding, how the arc can be formed, what is the definition of welding process, how I can classify the welding as a fusion welding or pressure welding. Fusion means by melting the two materials the joint is produced, that is called as a fusion welding, and pressure welding means without melting of the material the joint is produced, that is called as a pressure welding. Again arc welding, how I can select the welding rod for a particular application, means I cannot use mild steel rod for joining of a stainless steel material because these two material categories are different. That's why how I can select the rod based on the type of metal, that is again the next part of this introduction to joining process unit. What is meant by tungsten inert gas welding, why I am using tungsten as a electrode in case of this TIG welding process. Next one is the metal inert gas welding, MIG means metal inert gas welding. Next one is submerged arc welding, how this welding process is performed, which are the different parameters are to be considered while performing this process, that we are going to study with the sketches. Next part, that is gas welding, how I can use this gas welding technique for melting of material, or how I can use it for preheating. All those things we are going to study in gas welding technique. Next part is resistance welding. Copper alloy electrode will make resistance to the flow of electric current, that's why localized fusion of the metal takes place, that's why it is called as a resistance. Resistance means virod, that's why name is given as a resistance welding. We are making resistance to the flow of electric current. Next one is the brazing and soldering. These are again joining processes where low strength join is expected. We are using this brazing and soldering processes. Now this is the syllabus of manufacturing processes. The total 6 units are there. One by one we will see each unit. Now after discussion of this syllabus, we will start unit first, that is casting processes. In the next video we will start casting processes.